So, you know, don't disrespect the chief, because discipline will come behind it. For example, today, I'm not going to throw the name out there, but we had a vested officer. Um, he done some stuff that he wasn't supposed to do, and he was a vested, just like me, Sammy, and Miss Stewart. Um, and do y'all want to know where he's at now? He's a unbadged just like y'all. So you know, if you wanna, you know, you don't want to disrespect nobody, and get your hard work taken away. Um, so just please try to respect each other. All right, another thing. What do we do if not able to go on a 10-12? Do we'll do or y'all would do contraband or patrol. The rules with 10-12 unbadged, which is y'all, do not get out the car. If somebody, you should always be with a vested officer no matter what. If you're going on 10-12, do not get out the vehicle. If somebody has their body cam on, which everybody in the vehicle should have their body cam on, if y'all get out the car and it's on y'all's body cam or their body cam and yours, you will get in trouble. You will have disciplinary actions. So please, do not get out the vehicle. It doesn't matter what the situation is. If your partner dies, if the vested officer dies and another partner dies, and you're just stuck there, respawn. Hit the respawn button. You know what I mean? All right. Um, do not speak with citizens at all. Do not speak to them. It doesn't matter if somebody comes up to you and asks you a question about PD. Do not speak to them no matter what. If you get caught talking to a citizen, have you will get in trouble. Don't use any fire alarms or fire or I can't even say the word. Don't use your guns, okay? If somebody catches you using your gun, you will get in trouble also. Um, take over the micros, if possible, in the car. So say for example, me and Mr. Trevor's on a 10-12. We're chasing somebody. I'm driving. We're in a Charger. I'm driving, and he's in the passenger seat, and he's not using his micros. He's making me do all the work. I would not, and I will tell you, politely, to please use your micros. I should not have to drive, use my micros. It's no way in heck I will be able to drive and use my micros at the same time to catch up with that person. So please use your micros. If you have any questions about your micros, please ask. If you have a question, when you know, most vested officers, we do not do the same thing on 10-12. Some people that's vested, they may tell you, hey, throw up 10-12. Um, most people, they expect you to know, and you shouldn't already know, but you should at the same time, because y'all have had micro training when you first got into the doors. So just try to, you know, help the other person out and use your micros and while doing 10-12s. Um, watch watch everything your vested officer does. And if you have any questions, please ask. We can't we don't know what y'all want to ask us. We can't assume anything. We don't, you know, we can't mind brain. If that makes sense, we don't know what you want to ask. Don't be scared. Don't hesitate or anything like that. Um, you know, we're here for you, just like y'all are here for us. We was in y'all's position before, um, and yeah. So if y'all have any questions, just ask. You know, the vested officers. Any of us will. You know, if we don't have the answer, we'll text you on Discord, add your Discord, text you on there the answer, or we'll have a higher up, answer the question for you. RP test. Do a rundown on the hold on, give me 1 minute. On a RP test, do a rundown for a traffic stop. I know some of y'all probably don't know what a traffic stop is. Some of y'all don't even know what a 1012 is. And it's okay, because that's what vested officers are here for, is to help you and guide you in the right direction to get you ready for your RP test. First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna pull over. You're gonna throw up your micro, pull over, turn off your engine, and sometimes, the micro that Sammy put up, sometimes they'll pull over an RP with you. Sometimes it may be rough days and they may put you on a pursuit. Next thing you're gonna throw up is your traffic stop, which is 1011. Make sure you do have these micros. If you don't have them, please ask, because these micros are really, really important. Next thing is you're gonna put in your location, because people's gonna be concerned. You're at a traffic stop and you don't put in a location. They're gonna be wondering, where the heck are you at? Are you okay? And that's telling us, hey, this person's at a traffic stop. They're at such and such. If they need backup, we're right ahead. We'll go ahead and go towards them. Throw in your introduction, which is what Sammy posted right after the location. You always need to throw up that macro also. Introduce verbally, which means you'll say, for example, I'm not Sammy, but I'm using this for example. Hey, this is Officer Sammy Joe. I'm with the WCS Police Department. My badge number is 0001. How may I assist you today? Stuff like that. Then you're gonna ask them, do you know the reason why I pulled you over today? And then you're gonna ask them, they're gonna either say yes or no, or tell you the answer. And if they don't know, explain it to them. Be like, hey, you hit my vehicle. I don't know if you meant to or what you was doing. But let me check your passport, okay? Then you're gonna throw up your passport micro. And after that, you're gonna put in, you're gonna go to your vehicle, which is 1027, which is ID check. You're gonna go to your vehicle. You're gonna put in ID check, and then you're gonna put the suspect's name, and one of the dispatchers, me or another dispatcher, will put name. And after that, we'll either tell you if they have a violation, wanted / arrest. If they do not have a violation or wanted, or they don't have, if we don't say arrest, do not, then dang, I forgot what I was about to say. Then we'll put clear. And then you go back to the vehicle, you say, hey, it can't, your driver's license came back clear. You don't have nothing on your record that I know of, this and that. Try to be safe out here, and try not to drive as dangerous as you just did. Either you give them a verbally warning or you'll lock them up. What I do is I'll give them a warning and I'll watch their name. If I see them doing it again, then that's when I'll lock them up. After that, you'll go back to the car. You'll talk to them. You tell them, your ID's cleared, stuff like that. And then you'll be like, I'll come back to my vehicle, and then I'll honk the horn, and then that tells them that, hey, you can leave once I get back to my vehicle. And that is with the RP test. Oh, and I forgot to tell y'all, make sure you put code 4, sing clear, please, because if not, we're gonna think you're on a run-on traffic stop, and we don't want to do a run-on traffic stop. So make sure you put code 4 clear. My bad. All right, speed limit. PDG speed limit is 15 miles per hour inside a PDG. Okay. Make sure you don't go over 15 miles per hour, and make sure you don't go less than or make sure you don't go any higher than 15 miles per hour. If we think that you're driving too fast, we'll stop you and say, hey, slow down, this and that. Highway, um, highway speed limit. Thank you, Sammy, because I did not have that wrote down. Highway speed limit is 150. Do not go over 150. Do not go over 150. Because just because you're a police officer does not mean that you cannot get locked up for that. I promise you. City limits. City limit speed limit is 100 miles per hour. Okay? Do not go over 100 miles per hour. That way y'all won't get in trouble, or y'all won't end up breaking into citizens, or y'all won't, get in trouble or anything like that. So just don't go over the speed limit. That way you won't get in trouble. That way you'll still have, freedom. All right. Now, here's a question. What do you do if you end up in a situation where the car disappears or is left outside of the car?
Savage, go ahead.
You press that respond button.
Good job. Mr. Trevor, what do you do if you end up in a situation where the car disappears or is left outside of the car?
I think I gotta use a respond button.
Good job. Mr. Dequarius, I think I said your name right. What do you do if you end up in a situation where the car disappears or is left outside of the car?
Aquarius, during these classes, we would greatly appreciate it if you use your mic and do not type, okay?
Okay, sir, we'll be waiting for you to come back for your response.
All right, Dequarius, if you are out on a 10-12 and say your partner dies and you're left in the car by yourself, what do you do?
If you don't know the answer, it's okay. I can tell you the answer to it, but I really do need you to pay attention and listen, because I'll ask you the question again before we end the class. Okay. So this is what you do when you're in a situation where let's just say, for example, I'm your partner, I die, and I have Miss Robinson with me. She's a badge officer, and she dies, and you're stuck in the vehicle. Okay, for one, you would not talk to citizens. Okay, for two, you would respond because you cannot get out the vehicle. Okay. All right.
Is there any way that you can use your mic for us, please? Because being in PD, that's a big part of your microphone. That's how you're going to interact majority of the time with these civilians, is through your microphone.
Hold on, Mr. Savage.
I sent you that message because my phone is like on 2%. So if I randomly leave, my phone died.
Oh no, it's fine. I got everything I need.
I think you're doing great, Haley. You're doing great.
Mr. Dequarius, can you please use your mic?
I know he has a mic because how did he pass the interview if he wasn't in it? You know what I'm saying?
I'll let Antoine deal with that situation. All right, Mr. Savage, what was your question? We just gonna move on and let Mr. Antoine deal with that.
Yeah, I was just curious. You said we can't interact with any civilian or any people like without a badge or
Okay, Mr. Savage, that's a good question. So you are not allowed, when you're on a 10-12, you are not allowed to deal or talk to civilians or gang affiliated. Anybody that has a tag over their name, you are not allowed to talk to. You are not allowed to talk to citizens either, which means that includes gang affiliated or citizens. You are not allowed to talk to them. You can, and I don't know if you took what I or misunderstand or whatever, but you are allowed to talk to people in PD. Yes, you can talk to people in PD. Yes, you can.
all right. Just confirm something real quick.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah. You are allowed to talk to people in PD. It doesn't matter if you talk to Trevor, Antoine, Miss Robertson, me, the chief, Miss Annika, or Drewski. It doesn't matter who you talk to. You are allowed to us. Yes. Is that all y'all's questions that you had before I move on?
Yeah, that'll be all.
Okay. Mr. Trevor, you have any questions so far?
No.
Okay. All right. We're gonna go for the badge officers, Miss Robertson. Learn and arrest procedures. Ask a vested to take you and tag along for to floor one to see first and how arrests are made. That means you can ask any vested officer if they have a suspect. You can ask them to go with you, or to you can ask them if you can go with them to floor one to learn how to proceed a booking. Um, Rundown of arrest procedures. That's another thing. That a vested will teach you if you do not know how to proceed arrest. Handcuffs, Miranda rights. First, you handcuff them, no matter who they are. If they done something wrong and you feel like they need to be arrested, or they done something bad, or they're wanted, you need to first handcuff them. Second, you need to read them their rights. That way, you won't get in trouble for not reading the Miranda rights. You'll come back to PDG. If it's a male, you'll request a male officer to pat them down. If it's a female, you'll pat them down, or you can have, if you don't feel comfortable because you arrested them, you can have another female officer to pat them down. Let's see. Another thing, you'll pat them down from out PDG, and you go if there's a dispatch on, you will go to the window with your vested officer, if there's a vested on, and you will type in /frag, their name, last name, and what you booked them with. 3.2, 1.7, 1.12, I think 1.11, whatever the case may be, you'll book them with it, and you'll put it in the frag chat. For example, / Miss Robinson 3.2 and a 1.7. All right. Another thing is you'll go inside the door. You'll shut the door. A lot of times the suspect does not go in the door with you. They get stuck because the wall or the door. So you'll go in, and you'll go all the way to the left. That way they'll be able to get into the door. And then after that, you take them to the one door on your right, at the far right cell. You'll take them in that door. You'll put them in there. You'll shut the door. Take them. You'll go to the other side, which is a door. You'll shut that door, and you'll take the picture. They cannot see you, but you can see them. That's the only thing I like about that. Which is you'll take their mugshot. You'll screenshot it. And then you'll send them to jail. Once you get out of the door, you'll take them out of their door. You'll close both doors. You'll take them all the way to the left cell, all the way down, and then you'll send them to jail. Then you'll post the video, which is your body cam, and you'll post a screenshot of their mugshot and their body cam, or your body cam. In the Discord forum, body cam evidence. That's where you'll post the evidence for the suspect that you arrested. Prepare for a FTO test. What to expect on an FTO test. Um, what is hold on, give me 1 minute, y'all. All right. I don't think y'all really need this, but I'm gonna just go for it. Prepare for an FTO test and what to expect. Does anybody know what an FTO stands for?
Field training officer.
Yes, ma'am. That's right. Does anybody know what a FTO officer's duties?
No, ma'am.
All right. I guess y'all don't know, which is okay. It's fine. You know,
I
y'all
do
are.
it. I do it. I know it.
Okay, what is it, Miss Robinson?
It's their responsibility to take unbadged and badged officers out on training.
Yes, ma'am. So, for example, our vested officers. Any vested, you can walk up to them if you're a badge or unbadged, and you can ask them for a 1012. They cannot say no. No matter what the situation is, they cannot tell you no. They are not taking you out on a 1012. They are allowed to take you out on a 1012, and they should take you out on a 1012.
I didn't really know that, but
Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 minute. I lost my track.
it's fine. You're doing good actually.
All right. What the test will consist of, and what to expect during the test. All right. FTO test. You will learn how to do a ride along. You should be able to learn how to do a ride along. And it's basically like the other training, like your RP test. It's just some things are a little bit different. You will. Some people will take you out on the road in the city and do your FTO test. Some people will keep you in the garage and do your FTO test. I got put out on the city to do my FTO test. And yeah. Um, it was not hard. It was complicated because I get confused easily. And I get frustrated easily, if that makes sense. But it wasn't hard. It was just I was getting frustrated because I didn't at the time. The guy who did my FTO test, he's not here no more, but he was a little bit strict on me at the time, and so yeah. All right. Yeah, some people they do the FTO test different. I didn't, get a civilian. It's just some people do things differently in PD. Um, and so yeah. All right. So, I'm gonna explain the ride along and what to do. So, a long is a 10-12. Anytime you leave out of the garage, you would put in your 10-12, turn your body cam on, until you come back to the garage. That is when you would end your body cam. Right long, which is a 10-12. You'll put in, your 10-12, turn on your body cam, you and your vested officer, or whatever the case may be, you and your partner, y'all go on a 10-12, and let's just say that you caught a suspect, but they were shooting. So what you would do is you'll find a safe place. You will basically find a safe place, call backup, tell them the location. If you have a gun, make sure you put in that you're using your M4 and your AK and stuff like that before you even use your gun. Because if not, yes, your micros. Thank you, Savage. Because if not, you can't get in trouble for not using your micros. I know people that has got warnings, reps, and laps. Like, yeah, you will get in definitely trouble. And I don't want none of y'all to get in trouble, so make sure you do use your micros. So, you will need to show your MG that you can be trusted and guided and teaching badged officers once you get in a vested officer. Once you get your vested, that's when you take your FTO class or your test. You would have to show them and prove them that they can trust you enough to teach y'all unbadged and badged officers. If they feel like they can't trust you, then yeah, it's gonna be a little unorganized. So make sure your MGs can trust y'all once you get into a vest. So you can be up here teaching. Hopefully y'all can be teaching what I'm doing. Y'all's classes while y'all are invested in. I done moved up on ranks hopefully by then. Class for new hire vested, which is something that y'all will get after you get your badge, and you'll go through a couple, I think it's like a couple stages of badge or something like that, and then you'll get your vested. You'll have your vest or whatever. You got you got responsibilities as a vested officer. It's basically similar to academy class for badges. Vested officers, basically what we do is we teach y'all, we guide y'all on the right track and stuff like that. That way y'all will know what y'all are doing. And y'all will use your micros. We teach you how to use your micros, teach you how to go on a 10-12. Basically, we're teaching y'all how to get ready to become in our shoes as a vested officer. That way, the next people that come up for unbadged and badge officers, y'all will be able to teach them how to do what we're teaching y'all to do. I don't think I need to go over some of this stuff with y'all because y'all aren't really invested and stuff like that. So I don't think I really need to go over any of this because y'all aren't really vested officers. But I do have one thing I have to say, Mr. Dequarius. What do you do if you end up in a situation where the cars disappeared or left outside of the car? And I want you to use your mic. Sir, I want you to
Hi. Hello.
Hey sir, can you use your mic and say your answer?
Yeah, I'm just respond.
All right, thank you, sir. Mr. Savage, I said, questions. Do you have any question that you want to be answered, or if any of y'all have any questions that need to be answered, please raise your hand. Use the emote taxi so I know that you have a question.
Oh yeah, I had a question. It was about when you arrest a female. I heard like you're not supposed to pet them though. You're supposed to ask for a female. What was the thing again? Hold on. Let me look. Hold on. You're supposed to ask for 1063F, right?
Yes, sir. You will call for a female officer. I don't know if you heard me or not. But you will request a female officer to pat down that female. Same with the females for the males. You will request a male officer to pat down that male.
All right.
Does anybody else have any more questions?
Copy that.
All right, does anybody else have any more questions? Mr. DeQuarius, Mr. Trevor, Miss Robertson, do y'all have any questions? Mr. Savage?
No question.
Oh, good.
What did you
Nope.
say, sir? I couldn't understand you. One mic at a time, please. Mr. Trevor, do you have any questions?
No question, man.
Okay, Miss Robertson, do you have any questions? Mr. Antoine, do you have anything you would like to say? You heard what he said, y'all. Do not go up to him and ask him for a rank up if he does not see you at these classes, and we will post it on Discord. Every time somebody attends these classes, we will post it on Discord. Mr. Jackson, do you have anything you would like to say?
No, ma'am.
All right, y'all. Well, let's get together so we can take this picture. So I can post it